Well, hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. Thank you for stopping by, whether it's now live or whether you viewed this later. I appreciate it. This is a relatively new channel where I move my music over to. And today's effort is going to be, if you've been watching my channel on Saturdays, I do a video of the albums and CDs that I listen to during the week. And then I pick out the two that I thought were my favorites of the week. Well, I continue doing that. So now I want to try to get at the albums anyway. The top 25, it might not be in their final order, but I'm going to get those into 25. But I made some mistakes along the way. This is my first time trying this. And I'm going to show you an Excel sheet that I use for working or for collecting the data as the weeks went on. All right, there we go. Okay. As you can see, I started off ranking in there, and then I found out as the weeks went on that I wasn't getting enough time. I wasn't doing it properly, and so it really didn't work out that way. In this first column, you see these X's. I'll explain this in a minute. So when I was looking at the thing last week, this chart, I was going, boy, what happened? How did I miss Parasomnia by Dream Theater? How did I not pick Skeletor by Ghost? How did I not pick the Jethro Tull new album this year? So I made a lot of mistakes, I think. So what I've decided I was going to do this year is today I'm going to try to get them into the top 25. And then we'll, see there. Well, for what I decided to do was that in the top 25, no artist or group can have more than one album in there. So that's what these double X's are over here. It means the Pulse album, because they got the wall on there. This is going to go down out to the top 25. Then I decided between these two Beatle albums that I like this one best, so that one's going to go outside of the top 25. And so how I'm going to do that, and then is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to, no, I'm not. I'm going to go down here first and give me some space. We might as well put another one in there while we're down here. I'll show you what may work. So now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to take these two. And get them out of the top 25. Yep, and I posted them in the wrong spot. So we're going to cut it again. This time we'll put it over here. Okay, so that takes care of those first two. Go down here and we'll get rid of those X's. All right, so now going down here, the next ones I'm going to take out of the top 25 are the Black Sabbath ones. Yeah, I like Black Sabbath, but when I went back and looked at these reviews and that, I didn't like this according to some other songs that are on the bottom that are going to be coming up. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Down here, any of these that have a plus sign, I reviewed them again the other night, doing partial replays of them, and I'm going to be moving them up into the top 25. And like I said, the goal is just to get them up to the top 25, not in their ranking order today, but getting things up to the top 25. So we're going to bring in Time Passages, Narragon Infinity by the Gizzard Lizard. Since I have two spaces up there. Like I said, this is not going to be the final ranking. Okay. And I'm going to be looking again. If you have any comments that you think, hey, hi, David, how you doing? Glad to see you up here on this channel. Watching me goof how I butchered this project during the year, and I'm trying to get it finished up because I did do it every week. Okay, so like I said, but I didn't like either one of the as much as other albums that I'm bringing up. So I'm taking both of the Black Sabbath out of the top 25 right now. If anybody see something down on the bottom that they would like me to see me bring up, just let me know. I will be more than happy to appraise your thoughts. Okay, so we just took up 2. We're going to bring up, now we're going to bring 2 more up. We got rid of that one and that one. We're going to bring up Security by Peter Gabriel. Get him in the running. This is just the running. And then we're going to bring up City Lights by Dr. John. And this has nothing to do with the quality of the artist or whether one artist is better than the other. Of one album, yes, an album's better than the other. These are the albums that what we're doing is looking at the ones that I liked the most during the year. Not was the highest ranking album, and if you looked at rankings and so forth. So we'll get rid of that X. We'll get rid of that X. Okay, so we're going to go down here. And I am really a Talking Heads fan, but when I went back and revisited it, I said, this is not the album that'd be in the top 25. So Live on Tour 78 is coming out by the Talking Heads. Okay. Coming up, let's get rid of these pluses so I don't get myself confused. As you can see, I got a question mark after these 2, whether they even warrant still being up there or not. Okay. And I'm going to be bringing up this Tom Waits album, The Heart of Saturday Night. This was really nice and bluesy. I really like this album. Okay, we're going to put that in there. We're going to get rid of that X. Okay. Then I'm going to be bringing the Smile Sessions, which I really did like this by the Beach Boys. It's very, very good sound. But I got one up here by the Beach Boys, and I remember I says only one by a group in the top 25 in Pet Sounds. Pet Sounds to me is like one of the top albums ever by anybody. So I'm going to be taking the Smiles down. Let's get rid of this here. And then I'm going to be bringing up Who Do We Think We Are by Deep Purple. This was a pretty darn good album. Okay, brothers and sisters, let's get rid of that so I don't confuse myself. So what I got going down here? Let's get rid of that. All right, I got 4 albums here that I have recommended that I could bring up. Okay, but as you can see, I don't have any more in the top 25. Now I'm going to make it. Oh yeah, I'm going to bring. I got to get rid of that one. That's no good. I could. I should probably just bring these 2 down since I'm not sure that they should even be in. Wait a minute. Let me see what David's asking me. I'm sorry. I've got it over there. But do you have a top 5 albums you picked up in 25? You are looking forward to getting in 2026. No, David, I don't have an album in 2025. That's one of the mistakes I made with this project is that I did not identify which albums I picked up, I bought in 2025, and whether it was a brand new one or whether it was by Whatnot. So I made some mistakes in my first ever doing this one here. And, I'm not the amazing man, and I don't have a list of albums that I'm looking forward to get. I have a list of albums that on my look for list. It doesn't mean I'm going to get them, but it's going to be a look for list. Plus, I'm going to be doing a little bit of cutting back on my album purchases in 2026 is one of my things that. So since I didn't really think that they were going to be, that they're rated here, I'm going to take both of these down for now anyway. Okay, now let me go down here and see what I'm going to bring up. I got Ceremony and Devotion by Ghost. The 2025 year list by My Morning Jacket. Sticks. I think I am going to bring up this one by My Morning Jacket. If you're not familiar with My Morning Jacket, they've been around, and I just became a fan of theirs in probably the last 3 or 4 years. This was their 2025 release. And I think I'm going to bring up the 2025 release by Styx. This is really good. This is good. This is got Grand Illusion greatness in it, or sound in it. Okay, so now I hope you guys can see that. Okay, I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger, so maybe it'll help you a little bit too. But then I can't see. That problem with that is then I can't see the when anybody makes a comment. Can you read this? Okay, when it's like in this thing here, David, or the whoever other person is watching, let me know. All right, so now I have 2 albums. Oh, this one is. I thought I brought that up. It is. I did. I just didn't delete it. Got 2 albums, the one by Ghost and the one by Radiohead. That might be. So what I'm going to do, okay, here's where I stand right now. These 25 are in the top 25. They are not in the final order of which they're going to be. That's going to happen during this week when I get time to do some more looking and listening. But okay, good. Thanks, David. Yeah, when I go to full screen, when I bring that up to a higher or a higher, bigger thing, then I can't see the remark sections. Now, if anybody's watching later and one puts comments in there, this is going to be. If you see something down here on the bottom, I don't care whether I got a mark on it or not, and you want me to reconsider it, just put it in your remarks. Anything in the bottom. If you got anything up here on the top that you feel is not warranted to be in the top 25, remembering this is not the final ranking order, I just moved them around a little bit, let me know, and I'll be glad to take a look at it. I'm going to be making some changes too. I'll still be doing the weekly thing next year on Saturdays, but I'm going to be making some changes. Because another thing I found out while I was doing this project was, as I'm doing all of these albums I'm getting from Whatnot and New, and I'm doing them and doing them and doing them, then all of a sudden I realize I'm not listening to any of the albums that I really want to listen to either. So at least one night a week is going to be like, what album that I haven't heard and I want to listen to now that's not in this queue of incoming stuff, and I'm going to be adding that to it, and hopefully better. I do intend on getting back to try to get some CD box sets out this year, reviews out. I got a couple out last year. So here we go. I should have marked the ones that I brought down that people would remember. I can do that pretty quickly here, but let me do this. I brought all of them down, so let me we'll just do it in the. I brought all of them down from the top. Smile Sessions. Well, I guess that's only the only ones I brought down. Thought there was a lot more than that. Ghost, pretty cool. For Christmas, my grandson bought him and myself a ticket to see Skeletor tour with Ghost in February. Heat. Okay. Oh, I brought these 2 down also. thought there was more. Some good ones. Phil, but this Smoke's Motel was a really good one that came out this year in 2025. Ceremony and Devotion. This was a 2017 album, a 2021 reissue that I picked up. This was a Record Store Day by Mark Knopfler, which is pretty good. The Allman Brothers, but I got the Allman Brothers up there already, so that's why I took them down. See, Brothers and Sisters. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up to the top and let it set for like a minute. So in case anybody's rechecking things and they want to look. Okay. Again, repeating, this is the albums that I listened to during the year that I picked as favorites of the week each week. And I made some mistakes on how I was ranking things and I hope to get better for next year when I'm doing it. But anyway, these I just finished rearranging some of them from down to up and up and down. These are not in the final order. The final order will be released next Tuesday. And so I'll just leave it there for a second so you can look at that. There's 25 is Circling from Above Sticks. You know, there's another one that I wasn't really sure of, Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen, but that was a pretty big hit, and I did like it. Okay, and then we're going to go down here. Anything you see with yellow highlight on it means that it was in my initial rankings was in the top 25, and I pulled it out to make room for things that I brought up. If you want looking at these and does anything hit you that you really, really like, put it in the comments. I will definitely take a look at it. The Mandrake Project was a really good one that came out this year too. Dreams of a Child, that's a favorite of mine from way back in when. Black and Blue is a pretty good album. It was it's a Steven Wilson remix, which possibly could be up there in the top. And I'm not real positive about the Greatest Hits Volume 2. So I got to make a decision on a couple of these now, because after I'm done today, the top 25 is going to be the top 25 and not in order. The final order will be released next week. Remember the stipulation I made, that no artist or group can have more than one album in the top 25 at this point in time. Okay, still got 2 people watching. That's Saving Grace, not Saving Grants down there with big fat old thumbs. Okay. So, gosh, it's really got me going. Anybody give it a thumbs up or down on Born in the USA going down, or the Elton John Greatest Hits Volume 2 going down. If anybody has comments on that after I shut this show down, I will consider it. But that's the only two that I'm going to consider changing are those two. And if anybody has any of these they would like to see brought back up again, tell me and I will consider it. So only changes to be made right now will be from comments that I consider valid from the audience. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. So there we are. My effort so far in picking the favorite albums that I listened to in 2025. I appreciate some of the comments that were made to remind me about, what albums I'm looking forward to in 2026, what albums that I pick in 26. Yeah, David, mine are too. Everybody has their favorites, and that is great. That what I found out made this so difficult is that I picked, every week on Saturday I had showed you about 5 albums and 2 CDs. I don't even have the CDs in here. That could be another project. I can show you those too. But then I would pick the 2 and put them in here, put them in this chart, and then looking at it and going, oh my goodness, I like all of these, but which ones do I like better? And so this top 25 is going to be a real doozy for me to work on during the week. See, somebody else just joined us. So anybody, okay. Next Tuesday, I will announce the final 25, the top 10, okay, of the final 25. Then after the top 10 is shown you, I'll show you the final 25. Or else I can just count them all down, maybe. We'll see how much work that takes. But there's a lot of good music in here. I like a lot of this stuff, old stuff from let's see, I got 1972 in here, all the way to 2025. So it's a wide set. 1971. The Who? Who's next? 1970s here is The Doors, Absolutely Live, which I ran across and I got, and I really like. It's like one of my favorite Doors albums now. Oh, we got 70. Yeah, so 1970. That looks like the oldest. Down in here. 77, I see. '72 down on the bottom. The Allman Brothers. So everybody, got any comments? I'm going to go ahead and shut her down now. If you have any comments, put them in there in the remarks section. I will definitely get back to you. If you have any recommendations that you would see that like to be moved down and something moved up, let me know. I'll look at it and consider it, because everything here was picked as was a favorite of the week sometime during 2025. Okay, so this is SoCal Saber saying, take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other and stay safe. Thank you for stopping by.